Are you still keyframing every punch in, zoom, and keyframe? You don't have to do that anymore. There's a better way that you can do it, and you can reuse it time and time again. Hey, I'm Jason, and I teach DaVinci Resolve so that you can edit faster, sound better, because I'm an audio guy, and create with confidence inside of DaVinci Resolve. And today's tips is one of my favorites because it can make your videos feel more dynamic without the effort of having to go through of creating and adding all kinds of keyframes. All right, we're grabbing an adjustment clip. Let's jump in Resolve. In DaVinci Resolve here, I'm in the Edit tab, and we need to go ahead and grab an adjustment clip. So I'm going to go ahead and open my effects library, make sure I'm in the effects, grab my adjustment clip, and put it on top of my talking head over here. Now, a lot of times, one of the most basic things you might want to do is a push in and a pull out. And instead of having to do that every single time and keyframe every single clip, we don't want to do that. We can set that up on an adjustment clip and just use it over and over again. And it's so easy. So we're going to select our adjustment clip, open our inspector, and right now, this whole video shot is just one continuous focal length like this. If you want to edit faster in DaVinci Resolve, like way faster, once you've got your adjustment clip in your timeline, you've got a few different ways you can do it. You can set your keyframes using the inspector right here or using the keyframes panel right here. And as a little extra bonus, you also have the keyframes panel down here if you want to see it below your clip. So I could just change the size of my timeline a little bit, make some room. So let's say I want a simple push in and push out. So on my adjustment clip, I'm going to go ahead and select that. I'm going to use my keyframes down over here. I'm going to select the transform. Now I'm just going to use all of them because it's easier to click that, but you can just click the X and Y if you want, or whichever parameter that you want. Now I'm going to go ahead, say 8 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm doing that just using my arrow keys. And now I want to zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to open up my inspector. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Let's say I want to do 1.2, and I might actually want to lower it down a little bit so that my eyes kind of stay in the same place within the frame. So now we should be set. So if I move this clip over a little bit, let's see what happens when it hits the adjustment clip. If you want to edit faster in DaVinci Resolve, like way faster. All right, looks good. Now we want that to go back to where it was. So I'm going to go ahead and click the keyframes again, and I can click it over here in my keyframes panel, or I could do it right up here in my inspector. Either way works just fine. And now I'm going to go ahead another 7 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I'm just going to put these back to 1 and turn the Y back to 0. So now we should have a zoom in and a zoom out. Let's check it out. If you want to edit faster in DaVinci Resolve, like way faster, these 7 hacks are going to... And there you go. Now we can save this and just use it over and over again. In order to do that, we're going to go ahead and open up our media pool. And I like to put this in a power bin so I can access it in every project. And I happen to have a folder right here called Zooms, where I've already created something like this. And all you have to do is hold your adjustment clip, drag and drop it in here. It's going to drop it in, and now you're good to go. You can use that in any project that you want. If you want to change the name, just click on the name there. You can change it to TH Zoom. And if I want to bring it into the timeline in this project or anything else, just drag it down and drop it in. As easy as that. Now, an extra little bonus tip. If I close these windows, maybe you want to adjust where that transition happens a little bit. You can have your keyframes window open with your clip selected, and all you have to do is just select all these, and I can drag it to wherever I want, and it's going to move those transitions for us, or those keyframes for us. So that's the basic trick on how to make keyframes in an adjustment clip, save it, and use it over and over again. There are more fancy ways to do it where it'll adjust the keyframes automatically for you. We're not going to get into that in this video because it'll take a little bit longer, and this is just a quick tip for you. So you can do this with any kind of movement. Keep that in mind. You can throw effects on there. You can do all kinds of stuff. Put it on an adjustment clip. Save it for later. I have blurs. I have different types of effects that I use often. And I just put it in a power bin, and then I can use it on any project that I want. If this tip helped you, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you're new here, I have a whole series of quick tips. There's a whole playlist on my channel. There's probably hundreds of quick tips in there, all that are going to help you work through DaVinci Resolve a little bit quicker. It doesn't even matter if it's an older version of Resolve. They still apply in version 20 here that we're currently in, but it can all speed up your workflow and help you get through projects and get through the boring stuff a little bit quicker, so that way you can focus on the creative stuff. All right, with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.